Hello and welcome. We're going into another video. Today's video, we just started a new season, the Go Battle League, and I'm starting to deliver you to the best content in the entire game. And today we're featuring what I believe is going to be one of the strongest codes in the entire game, which is a Dragon plus Doublade. Doublade is recently got 2 buffs. They gave it Shadow Claw and Sacred Sword, which makes a great coverage with Gyro Ball. Technically, you have Gyro Ball for Ghost, for Fairies. As a steel type, which almost like doesn't quite one-shot Wigglytuff, but actually give you like a huge chance into getting lots of farm out of it. But everything else you can still one-shot the other fairies. Shadow Claw is like probably the best fast move in the entire game, and the other one I was trying is Regidrago. Technically, you could use any other dragon. It's like a dragon of choice. You feel free to use whichever you find better, but I do believe that the dragon with Doublade is going to be very popular in this season. So as you can see, I have a bunch of dust and lots of battles. This is not technically a great IV, but this is the best one I have. I wanted to deliver the Doublade best content as soon as possible to you guys. I went 10-0, except that the first battle, as you will see, the first battle of the season, I just lagged and I couldn't tap my screen, and it was like I wouldn't say my best start in the season, but it was definitely like the most annoying one. So as you can see, I'm dumping lots of resources. So if you appreciate this content, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the hype button, because the views started going down so fast because they implemented something in the YouTube called hype, where you can hype the content. If you don't click it, that means technically it's like a super like, something like that. So if you don't do it, like YouTube understand it as if like you don't think this content is very hyped or something like that. So it's very appreciated if you can do it. So definitely here my opponent is outspicing me with Dragon Breath T-Tar. I still refuse to believe to run non-stab Dragon Breath. And oh my god, this game, man. Oh my god, look at that. That was like supposed to be the easiest win of my life. Except that it's not going to be a win because Niantic is on a break. So they've been on a break since 2006. They released this game and then they were like, okay, we don't need to fix anything. All we need to do is just collect revenue and collect revenue and collect revenue. Every time people complain, collect more revenue. The previous battle could not be recovered. Next game, we're picking up a huge lead. Ninetales got a huge buff with Ember, except that my opponent is running Fire Spin. I mean, technically losing the first game will put you in a much lower hidden MMR. So people might ask, like, is there MMR in this season? There is no MMR, and yes, there is MMR. So during the interlude season, there was a season where there was actually ELO, except that people could not see their ELO. Where people were like, how do they even then have a leaderboard? Turns out that they just removed the number from your screen, but it's still there. So that's how it works. Yeah, the laziest possible coding you will always find with Niantic. Like, oh, there is no ELO. But they literally just prevented you from seeing the number, but it's still there. And you will see that later in the season. Upon you brought in Caesar, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna shield, because this video is to showcase Doublade sweeping teams. Look at that. Look at that. It just entered the battle and bam, knocked out the Caesar, telling Caesar that it's my time, it's no longer your time. Opponent swapped into Florges, and this was quite annoying, to be honest. As you will see, the Florges put lots of fork here because of the stupid Chilling Water. I think Chilling Water needs to be nerfed. It's the worst charge move in the entire game. It's so freaking annoying that it makes Florges beat Steel-type Pokemons, which shouldn't be happening. I think this guy was stream sniping, maybe. Because they literally called out my bait and then shielded both of my nukes. I was like, what? Like, don't do this, man. Don't go stream snipe. I'm trying to deliver like some content for you, for everyone. And then you're trying to get some wins for no reason. And they have a Drapion, which is something I have a very hard counter for. We have a Universe Stunfisk. They have to throw a charge move. They can't farm us down. The Universe Stunfisk will destroy this Drapion, even though we are down a shield, but they need 3 charge moves, and all I need is one for the shield and another one. So technically, I should be in a good situation. So until recently, I used to think that Regidrago is a dragon dark type because it literally looks like a dark type. Okay, I swear I'm not trolling. Regidrago looks like a dragon dark type Pokemon. Here, I went for a great catch. Did we get the greatest catch in the world? Yes, we do. And now this game is so easy to win. So the Dragon Energy Charge move, they nerfed it this season because it was so busted last season. And I was like, oh my god, why? That's support, because I remember from last season that would have KO'd because it was so OP of a charge move. But I guess, you know, they were like, nah, this Pokemon will be so strong. I'm like, what is so strong is Altaria. It's not Regidrago, to be honest. Because Regidrago now you have like lots of options to run. So now this is like some educational thing to tell you, is that when you have two better answers in the back, you swap. Okay, I know that Regidrago can win this, but I have two better answers. You don't swap because you lose lead. You swap when you have better answers. Okay. So you lose when you lose the lead hard, you swap because technically you have two better answers. So the argument about swapping out is not because you lose lead, it's because you have better answers to that Pokemon in the back. So keep that in mind, okay? Because sometimes I see people staying in a neutral lead when they have two better answers in the back. I was like, this is wrong. You cannot do that. That should not be that should not happen, especially from my viewers, because my viewers are so good at this game and they don't do such a mistake. So keep that in mind. The first thing you guys need to be aware of from today's video, you swap when you have two better answers, okay? Don't put yourself in weird situations just because you think what you're doing is fine. Okay, now they have the Dodrio, yeah, Dodrio. Next game, I played into a cheater because there is no way people would close combat, except my opponent was cheating and he clicked on close combat. You're not allowed to click close combat when I click no shield, okay? Some people might be thinking I'm actually not trolling, so okay, I'm not gonna say that. I was actually trolling. That was supposed to be humor. I know not everyone gets my humor sometimes, but sometimes when you get it, it's so funny. Think of it that way. So here, because I thought charge move, I can actually go aggressive on the over farm here. And these charge moves, technically not going to KO, but all I know is that I don't need to be healthy. All I need is just to throw, to farm down, and then throw both of these moves on the Prime Abe. Because Prime Abe, technically they outnumbered me, so technically all I need is just to throw these charge moves as fast as possible. It's not allowed not to, you know? What am I going to do now? Well, how about that? Let them throw and then go to the Doublade, and Doublade is doing some good Shadow Claw damage. What do we do? Well, we have to shield the super effective. I have to do 3 then throw because on 4 they get to another charge move. You can just farm it down, but it's not worth it. I missed so many bubbles because the game is so laggy, and then they brought in the Azu, and now Doublade versus the ward. He's gonna do the ward. Okay, this Doublade is spinning so fast. He doesn't care about that Azu. That Azu is about to get bladed with 2 swords. There is no Pokemon that can do that. Trying to catch here, they trying to farm us down, except that we're so strong, they can no longer do that. Playing against Salazzle, since we resist the Incinerate, we can no-shield one of those charge moves. This thing hits so freaking hard that... Okay, they aggressively swapped into Wiggles, so I'm just gonna throw the Iron move or the Gyro Ball, and that's how much damage it does, by the way. So you still don't shield, and you farm it all the way down, and this will leave us with so much energy. I'm gonna do 2 and then throw the Fighting move because I can get to 2. That's because I'm supposed to, you know. I'm gonna do 1 then switch and then throw the Dragon move. They all would shield. I don't know why I'm dragoning here. Yeah. Well, technically because of that, and now they will switch and farm me down. I feel like I could have been able to get to the charge move, but I chickened out, and I was like, no, we need a guaranteed damage. So we're gonna go to the Doublade and throw another charge move, and this will technically almost KO. And now all I need to do is just shield the Water Pulse, or whatever the move they run, and then throw the Mud Bomb. This will take them out. And then farm them all the way down. And then take out the Salazzle. And then that should be the game. I think I'm not going to showcase all these battles. This should be enough because this is the beginning of the video, the season. And, you know, people are just interested to see how strong these Pokemons are rather than the full showcase. A full showcase, like once we go through the season and people get out of rank 20, be able to do that more. So yeah, that's another 5-0 set. So thank you so much everyone for watching. If you enjoy this content, make sure to click like and hype and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section and I will be glad to answer. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.